All right, so what's going on, fellas? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and we're back at it. So check it out, man. For this one, I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys on this new Cosmic Core event that we got earlier today because it's already making waves in the community. A lot of people are very excited, very happy to see it back so soon. And on the other hand, we got a bunch of people who are very upset because Netmarble has nerfed this thing. So I wanted to give y'all my input and let y'all know where I stand in regards to these recent changes that they brought in under the disguise of quote unquote improvement. Because as you can see right here, they're saying that this Cosmic Core event has been improved. It's new and improved, right? With upgraded rewards and included content. Now, looking at this thing, I'm just kind of confused how they could like word this like post like this to say it's new and improved, because nobody who've been playing this game for any length of time will think that this is an improvement just by looking at it, right? It just seems like they made this post without really considering the repercussions of their actions, because they should have known right away that people would be saying that this is a nerf and that they would be very upset, because there's a few things that they changed since last time. Most notably, last time from the Cosmic Core event, you could actually get a mega tier 2 advancement ticket. It was right here behind the gold, just beside the uniform upgrade ticket. It's one of the only events where you could actually literally just spend energy, right? And if you got lucky enough, you could actually get a mega tier 2 advancement ticket. This was like heaven for the free to play community. I know so many people who are free to play that never spend their crystal on anything besides uniform, who actually love this event so much that they spend pretty much all of their crystals trying to get mega tier 2 advancement tickets. Some got lucky, they got multiple, others got absolutely nothing, but the possibility of getting a mega tier 2 advancement ticket to work on premium characters, that was very exciting. And that was one of the things that made me praise this event the last time it came around. However, as you can see, it is no longer here. However, what was not here last time was the possibility of getting CTPs. And you can see that they've made an attempt to improve, right, this event. However, they made sure not to include the one CTP that every free-to-play player would be desiring at this point, and that is the CTP of Rage, because it is very rare and generally very expensive to acquire. And this could still be a very expensive way of getting that CTP if you didn't get lucky from your free rerolls or got it from spending 75 crystals, because some people, right, they'll spend one free reroll and they'll get like the best reward possible, while there's other people who spent like 5,000-6,000 trying to reroll this thing and they just get shafted. However, Netmarble, please don't take us for fools. You cannot possibly think that anyone who's been playing this game for any length of time would think that a CTP of energy, destruction, authority, right, or, oh my goodness, refinement, right, is equal to a mega tier 2 advancement ticket, equal to or greater than. Okay, there's no way any of these CTPs, as good as these two are equal to one of these things. Are you insane? Right? I just want to know what you guys were thinking. You could have just said to us, right, you know what, guys, right, last time we brought this event around, so many of you guys got mega tier 2 advancement ticket that the sales that follow for this item dropped significantly, and because of that we want the item to hold value. So what we're gonna do here is remove it from the event, right, and give you different rewards instead. Right? Don't bring it in under the disguise, like bring the event back under the disguise of like, oh, this is new and improved. No, it's clearly a nerf, right? Even then, this is still a good event because it gives people a chance to get CTPs that they would otherwise not have access to, especially if they are free to play. Not just that, right? There are good CTPs in here, but you guys definitely made an effort to leave out the best one, the one that people would be like seriously desiring the most. So again, you cannot say that this is new and improved, right? It would have been new and improved if you had kept the Mega Tier 2 advancement ticket in there and then adding CTPs on top, even if you left the rage out. What you can say though in your post is that we're trying something different. Instead of including the Mega Tier 2 in every single one of these Cosmic Core events, we're actually going to be mixing it up. And every so often, the Mega Tier 2 advancement ticket will make an appearance in the Cosmic Core event. That way, people wouldn't lose their mind and start bashing you right away on the forum, telling you that you think we're stupid, because honestly, you must think we are stupid and we don't know the value of these items, which I'm not sure how you could come to that conclusion, since many of us have been spending a lot of money on this game, so we know what these items are worth. And no one can tell me that a Mega Tier 2 advancement ticket is like seriously of equal value to one of these CTPs. Absolutely not, especially if you were free to play. We could argue from here until from now until the end of time basically that a CTP of Rage is probably close to being on par with a Mega Tier 2 right advancement ticket, but we cannot argue that for any of these CTPs, right? You could have improved this event by doing what many of us suggested last time. In this mythical card chest, you could have included some premium comic cards, because even if you see this as your final reward, you could get it, and when you pop this chest open, right, you could just get shafted and get one of the free one of the free cards, right? So I'm just kind of confused how these guys they could possibly think that this is an improvement on the last event. It's nice to see them putting CTPs in here, and I will definitely try to get one of them from my free reroll, maybe even spend a few crystals trying to land a CTP of energy, since I need a few more of those. But come on, Netmarble, the only thing about this that makes me kind of annoyed is just the fact that you guys said it's new and improved when it's clearly not an improvement. It's, if anything, it's a nerf, right? But it is still a good way to give people rewards for literally spending nothing, because you don't have to spend crystals to change your reward. You can just stick to what you get every single day, because every day with the drop of the reset, right, your first day you're not going to get a reroll, because just selecting your final reward here, right, for the first day is your free reroll basically. So following day one, every day the 75 crystal will change to just a free reroll for one time, and you could possibly land on something like the uniform upgrade ticket, the rank up ticket like I have, the CCF, the Essence of Dimension, the Titan component pack, or you could land on one of the free CTPs. Those are the only items that I think you should be going after. Everything else is mainly just geared towards a new player, right? You generally don't want this. I think this is the worst item here, unless you are going through one of the epic quests and you just really need these norm stones to why did I say norm stones? Anyways, unless you really need these norm stones, right, to make your way through the epic quest, you should avoid that if at all possible, right? Same goes for the Uru and honestly the comic cards, definitely. And if you get an egg, man, I would say reroll that, right? Because the egg is pretty bad, but the other CTPs are okay, right? In terms of authority and destruction. I think destruction is pretty good, but I would personally go for energy. I really would have liked it if they added rage. Maybe next time what they will do is they'll bring back the Mega Tier 2, take these CTPs out and include the CTP of rage in that one. I would definitely not mind seeing a rotating set of rewards for these things. Maybe next time, instead of bringing CTPs, they could bring a few premium cards in, even if they don't bring back the Mega Tier 2 in the next one. But I definitely think they should keep it in some type of rotation, kind of like what they do for let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So not here in the store, right? For the comic cards and the CTPs, they're on a rotating schedule, right? So every week this will change, every week this will change, right? And the chance up for whichever Odin's blessing will change on a weekly basis as well. I think that's what they should do for the Cosmic Core event. That way these items will still hold value so they can make their money and they don't piss off the player base too much by giving us an event like this once, showing us you can get a mega tier 2. Many people got it. Some people are still salty that they spent a lot of their crystals, didn't get anything. They were really hoping for this thing to come back so they could try again and possibly get shafted, but possibly get something good, right? One of the best items in the game. But here we are, it's back, and the people who missed out last time, they're left feeling really bitter, really salty that they got nothing last time and it may never come back. Honestly, Netmarble, I think you should put this event on some type of schedule, right? For the rewards at least, to make sure that it's fair for everyone who missed out on the first one. But at the exact same time, I understand that this is a business and giving away, right, hundreds, maybe even thousands, depending on how many people got really lucky. I don't have the exact numbers. I'm sure you guys do. And that's probably why you took it out. But at the end of the day, I think it would be really cool if you guys put these rewards on a rotating schedule to make sure that everyone has an equal opportunity of getting some of these items. But at the end of the day, this is an event that doesn't require you to do anything besides just spend your energy, and you can possibly get some sweet rewards. So you don't necessarily owe us anything, but again, you're worthing, right? The choice of worthing is just really like triggering for most people when they see an upgrade, when something is clearly a downgrade, even though it's still like really good, right? It's clearly not as good as it was for the first one, right? So ultimately, I think they're just trying to keep the value of the mega tier 2 high. So that's why they did this. But they could have actually included a 6-star mega rank up ticket here instead of just removing the mega tier 2 and adding nothing else. But again, people would still look at this and say it's a clear downgrade. But at least if you had the CTPs in here, right, with a mega 6-star rank up ticket, it would look more appealing and it wouldn't look like you guys are just trying to play us and take us for suckers. Right now, for you guys who've never seen this event before, you may think I'm just a madman on a rant. And generally I am. But basically what you want to do here is just play through the game's content like you would on any other day. And depending on what missions you're doing, which you should be doing absolutely everything, you'll accumulate these cosmic cores, and then you want to come here and you want to click acquire when you are ready to spend, right? And you just work your way up this thing until you get to the end, and then you will get the final reward. After that, you can come in here and you can press the 75 crystal button. I'm not going to spend any of my crystals right now, right? But that will allow you to change the reward to something else, or if you get like lucky or unlucky, you can land the same thing a second time, right? Now, generally, my rule of thumb is do not start like acquiring any of these rewards until you have over, like I would say, 1,500 of these cores saved up, because you do not want to start anything that you cannot finish. Okay, just like in life, you don't start anything you can't finish. Same goes for this event. Until you've accumulated a good amount of these cosmic cores, do not start it. Just keep the cores, stockpile it. You have 7 days, well, after the drop of this video, 6 days and a few hours, but right, do not start it unless you have enough cores to get to the end, because you could just keep re-rolling the different days and possibly land an even better reward, and you'd have wasted some of your cores here, especially if you don't have the time to grind everything that we have in the game currently. Now, it's easier to get through all of the content now that we've removed some of the stuff like special missions, daily missions, and Dimension Rift. However, speaking of Dimension Rift, do you guys remember that in the last Cosmic Core event, the best way to farm cores for the lowest amount of energy was actually from the Dimension Rift, because you could run level 1 and that would give you 30 cores for 40 energy. That was the best return for your energy. However, now the new dimension missions that we have in place of Dimension Rift, they only offer you 1 core and you have to spend anywhere from 8 to 12 energy. So yeah, the cost has basically been doubled and the amount of cores has also gone down. However, the contribution acquired reward, right, is 15, but I still think right here there's a bit of a nerf going on with the amount of cores that you can get. So last time I acquired over 9,000 cores from simply playing the game, like, I guess aggressively, but not too aggressively to the point where it would be like unattainable for most free-to-play players. And at that point in time, I didn't even have the shield support pack, which now I have, right? And people who had that thing, they were able to get even more cores because you could refresh special missions, which gave you even more cores. You could also have refreshed timeline battle. That would have given you more cores, but now the shield support pack doesn't offer you those things. So again, you are losing cores, and overall, it just looked like they nerfed a whole bunch of things here, right? The cores you can acquire is lower than before, so you might end up getting fewer final rewards or just fewer rewards in general from this thing. So that's also one of the reasons why I said you don't want to start anything you can't finish, because you don't know how many cores you're gonna have and how many final rewards are going to be available to you, because now the amount of cores that you can earn has gone down if you had the shield support pack, and it just gone down in general because special missions are no longer there and dimension rifts are now gone. So it costs more energy to get the same amount of cores that you could have gotten before. So boys, we're gonna wrap it up right here, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to give you all my thoughts because I had a bunch of you guys hitting me up asking me about this thing. Honestly, I still think it's a good event, one of the best events in the game, simply because it doesn't require, listen to me now, it doesn't require you to spend any money, any crystals, and none of that. You can simply just play the game aggressively or play it like you usually do, and then just use the cores that you're given from just doing your dailies, right? And just get something that could be anywhere from like pure garbage to very, very good to like amazing. You can get a CTP of energy. Trust me, there's few rewards that are better than a CTP of energy, right? And you can get it from simply just playing the game and spending nothing. So still a very good event. The only problem I have with this thing is obviously that Netmarble, they're trying to be pretty sly here, saying, yo, this is new and improved, when realistically they made some changes, some new changes, but I wouldn't say it's been improved. For me, if they wanted to say that this thing was improved, they would have slapped the CTP of Rage here and said this core event is all about the CTPs, right? And then the next one that we get will be all about premium cards. And then the next one could be like Mega Tier 2 City again, right? And they just could keep rotating like that, right? That way these items still hold value, even though this event isn't often enough. But I think because it looks so appealing, people would spend, right? And they could make money from people spending their crystals, especially since, right, Black Friday is around the corner, and that's when people spend the most amount of money and crystals in Marvel Future Fight. So this by Netmarble is a move to get people to spend all of their crystals, right, so that they buy more on Black Friday to then spend more, right? So if they were smart about this thing, they would have just kept the Mega Tier 2 in here and added a CTP of Rage. And that way, I would say 99% of the player base would be blowing through pretty much all of their crystals right now, right? Trying to get as many cores as possible, so they would be refreshing anything they can to do it over and over and over again, buying energy just to make sure they could snag some of these rewards. And then they would be spending their crystals to change rewards, right? So the smart thing they could have done here would be like keeping the Mega Tier 2 in here. But again, I understand that this is a business and they're trying to make sure that these items still hold value, because if they give them out in the hundreds of thousands, then obviously when the sales come around in the shop, they're not going to look that appealing anymore. Because for me, I buy one of these Mega Tier 2s, like I would say per update, even though I don't use one per update. So that's why I have so many of them. And now when I see that sale in the shop, even though it's a very good sale, sometimes I just say, yeah, they can pass. I can just pass, like, you know, because I don't need it. So I don't think they want to have a situation where at some point down the road, they're selling this Mega Tier 2, right? And people are just completely like ignoring it. So I think that's why they took it out of the event, but I don't think it should be a permanent change. I think they should just put it on a rotating schedule, because at the end of the day, it's still RNG. You could have some people who spend absolutely nothing and get 2 of them, right? And then you could have that one guy, right, that spends like 10,000 crystals and still gets nothing, right? So yeah. we we always have to weigh our options, boys. For me, I wouldn't go that deep in it. If I spent like 1,000 crystals and I didn't see this thing, I would just gracefully walk away, you know what I'm saying, and sacrifice that 1,000 crystals and hopefully get something else. Anyways, boys, as always, man, thank y'all so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, you know what to do, man. Hit that dislike button 2 times. I said 2 times, god damn it. And if it's your first time here, man, consider hitting that subscribe button on your way out, because this is what we do, and we do it daily. Also, man, feel free to turn on post notification if you're really down with the game. I'm gone.